Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. How are you? I hope you are enjoying the best of health. I welcome you in my class, that is English for Grade 3. We are learning Unit 5. Its title is Save Environment. My dear fellow teachers, this lesson plan, PowerPoint presentation and worksheet links are given. You may click it, download it, follow it as it is, or modify it for your convenience. I'm going to deliver my lecture according to this lesson plan. Yes, my dear students, today under the title of grammar, we are going to learn about irregular noun. Before this, in English for grade 2, you have learned about naming words, singular and plural. I hope you remember the concept. If not, you may watch this video lecture again. And we are going to learn further. Recall changing number of simple naming words by adding and removing s and es. We have already learned it, so we'll recall this concept. Change the number of irregular nouns and recognize and apply spelling change in plural form of noun. These are our today's SLOs. Let's start with the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah mentions in Quran, Surah Al-Isra, verse 70. And we have certainly honored the children of Adam. Yes, my dear children, but this beautiful verse is telling us, who are children of Adam? All of us, yes, Alhamdulillah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioning the honor of us, and especially beta, it is Surah Al-Isra. Inshallah, you can discuss with your Qari Sahib or your Islamic teacher. Isra is about Hazrat Yaqub alayhi salam, so you can ask detail from him. Now, look at this word, children. One is child and more than one are children, so it's a plural, more than one. So we have learnt about singular and plural and how do we make a singular plural noun and how we make a plural singular noun. Do you remember all these things? Okay, so first you tell me what are naming words and how do we change number of nouns usually. So whatever you have learnt about how to change the number of noun, pause the video, tell to your teacher and then come back. Yes, my dear students, I hope you remember naming words. What are naming words? Everything around us which we can see, hold, feel or touch has a name, and that is called a noun, a naming word. So this is the definition of noun. Everything around us has a name, and that is called a noun. It may refer to a person, place or thing, right? So, naming word is something which refers to a person, a place or thing, right? And if this naming word refers to one person, one place or one thing, it is called singular naming word or singular noun, right? And if it refers to more than one person, more than one places and more than one things, it is called a plural noun, right? And in numbers we can find this is plural, this is plural, this is plural, but how do we change it? How do we, in writing, we write singular and plural? We have learned the rules. Do you remember? The first thing, we usually change the number of a noun by adding or removing s or es. Remember? So if we want to make a noun from singular to plural, we add s, and if we want to make a plural to singular, we remove that s. And also es at the end of a noun. How do we do it? Look at this. Elephant, a singular naming word, refers to one, and if they are more than one, we just add s at the end of this noun. It becomes plural elephants, which means more than one, right? This is very simple. We are learning it for a long time. The next thing was adding es. When do we add es? Let's recall it. If a noun ends on s, o, z, sh, ch, x or double s, we add es. For example, bus. So how we make its plural? Buses, we add es. Potato, potatoes. Topaz, topazes. Brush, brushes. Watch, watches. Box, boxes. Class, classes. Remember how do we do it? Look at this. Box, because it's ending on x and we know to make it plural, how do? We add es. Boxes. Box, one, singular noun. Boxes, more than one, plural noun. And what we have done? We have added es at the end of noun. Box, es, boxes. Right? Sandwich, it's ending on ch. So we have added es to make it sandwiches, which is the plural, more than one. It's plural, it's singular. Right? Remember, this is what we have already. We are just recalling the rules. Okay, so all of you open your book on page number 36. Today we are going to learn a new thing, that is irregular noun. What is irregular noun? The nouns that are not made plural by adding s or es in the end. These type of nouns are called irregular noun. So what is a irregular noun? A noun for which we want to make a plural noun, but we cannot add s or es. That is irregular noun. So how do we do then that? We change this spelling, okay? Like this. Child, one, it's singular. So its plural is children. The spellings are different, so we have to learn it. Children. Child, singular. Children, plural. We have not added s or es. That's why it's an irregular noun. Do you understand? Okay. Mouse, one. Now you see mouse is singular. Its plural is mice, more than one. You see the spellings are totally different. So we have to learn such type of nouns which are known as irregular nouns. Right? Because we cannot add s or es to make plural. These spellings are different. We have to learn it. We have to add it in our vocabulary. This is what we are going to do today. Are you clear with the concept? What are irregular nouns? The nouns which cannot be made plural by adding s or es, the spellings are different and we have to learn it. This is what we are going to do. So let's practice it through an activity. Teacher will divide class in two groups and teacher will write singular and plural nouns on paper slips. Teacher, this is a very easy way to practice irregular nouns. You can make paper slips for singular and plural both for irregular nouns. And teacher will distribute singular nouns to one group and will fold and place in a box or a basket the plural nouns slips. Okay. Now students from group 2 will come one by one to pick a slip, open it, read it aloud, and will join the student in group 1 who have singular of the same noun. Right? So this is, we are going to give a huge vocabulary of irregular noun to our students. So pause the video, enjoy this activity, and then come back. Yes, my dear students, now you learned many irregular nouns. Are you clear? Okay, please, all of you settle down. Now let's practice it from your book. This is here, question 7. You will change the singular nouns into plural form. Okay, so beta, be careful. Make 2 columns, write singular on one side and the plural on the other side. If you are confused about something, you may raise your hand, talk to your teacher, get the clarity, and then write it. Okay, so pause the video, complete this task in your book, and then come back. Yes, my dear students, are you done with it? Good job. Now it's time for your homework. You will write all the nouns from this story. Okay, Safe Environment, Unit 5. All the nouns, whatever you find, make a list in your notebook and also change their number. If they are singular, you will make it plural. If it is plural, you will make it singular. Write 5 irregular nouns with plural form in your notebook. If you don't find any irregular in this story, you have to write it on your own. And here is a worksheet, my dear fellow teachers. This worksheet, lesson plan, PowerPoint presentation, links are given. You may click it, download it, and kindly provide a printed worksheet to students for practice. So what we have learned today, we recalled the concept of number of naming words. We recalled the adding s or es to singular naming word is converted into plural. We learned that we need to change the spellings to make a plural form of irregular nouns. So in this way, we achieved our SLO to recall changing number of simple naming words by adding or removing s and es, change the number of irregular nouns, and recognize and apply spelling change in plural form of nouns. Are we done with it? Yes. So that's it for today. Tomorrow I'll come again with a very interesting lesson. Till that time, keep learning, keep practicing, take very good care of yourself. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.